Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Cataclysm. We got a Cataclysm stream tonight. I am Aunt Sidina. I am your DM now and forever. One day I'll get to play, but oh, hold on a second. We're not sharing my audio. Somebody say something.
Boo.
That's a boo. Okay, all right. So we are getting audio. Good. Good. And out in the left-hand corner, we got the Notorious Nightmare playing Namriel. Say hi. In the right-hand corner, we got the Wickedest All Wicked Aryas playing Yabrana Shatterstone. Yabrana, say hi.
Evening.
Last time, let's get it started. Last time on D&D, our players went and they interrogated Carlisle. Come to find out, Carlisle's been doing every bit of this because his sister is in stasis because she is, that is priceless. That is great.
Excuse me.
Oh, please don't choke. Okay.
Oh, she's dying.
I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
Keep going.
The interior. Alright, the interior.
You're good?
Yeah, okay. They interrogated Carlisle, found out that his sister Victoria is in stasis. She was sold by his father to the brothel many, many years ago, and she is now so critically ill that without the stasis, she will perish. His whole thing is to make sure his sister lives. That's it. He does not care whether or not he lives or dies. And you guys have a tentative agreement with him that is not bound by any kind of oath, blood or otherwise at all. Yabrana talked to Mariar that said that a blood oath can be transferred, but it has to be transferred with somebody that has the same sentience level. So a sentient tree is really smart, but not as smart as a human. Just putting it out there in case you guys were still thinking about the tree. But it could be anything. It does not have to be a living human. It just has to have the same level of sentience that will transfer the blood oath. And a blood oath is to die. Like that's the gist of the blood oath. He is to die, whether or not it kills the goddess or not. He's dead. That's his oath. He found out that Yabrana killed his dad, sacrificed. The very important part of that she admitted she sacrificed him for a good cause, in quotes. Yeah. So he knows everything. And as Yabrana is sitting there and petting Clemmy in her hands like Inspector Gadget to Dr. Evil, Namriel is over there and he is kind of scoping out the situation, trying to figure out what's going on, and he's doing night watch and it ends up a shit job. And he ends up with a headache. Also in real life, because I did go back and listen to that entire clip that you guys said behind my back, and you're wrong.
I told you, fucker.
I was listening to my streams back. I've got to. It's the only way I can keep all my damn series straight. You guys packed up. Carlisle is now officially part of your party, and you guys come out to a huge demolished tree. Like, it looks like it had been severed in half. It happened a while ago. The plant life is starting to grow back up around it. As you guys cross a root bridge, the root bridge parted and you guys dropped down, seeing what we're seeing now. What you weren't supposed to see, but you did see, but you weren't supposed to see it. So, Namriel said, fuck this shit, I'm out, and cast Dimension Door, put you guys back up. Where Yabrana's parents, Citrine and Otto, are about to go at it with Singblade and Aramazes and Elder Brother. Yabrana executing a very nice, what is it, the thing you call when you do it, the surprise move? Damn it.
A surprise?
A stealth attack.
Oh.
Managed to grab them both by the scruff of their necks and actually, kind of broker a ceasefire. Which Yabrana's mother is not a fan of, because, she's just not a fan. The whole reason why they're there is they were tracing Yabrana's traces on Yibi. So you guys managed to stop the pending TM fight. However, the tree didn't open back up. And you guys said, Namriel said, "Hey, there's something fucky downstairs." The guy said, "Okay, well that's what it is." And Singblade jumped head first into the pit.
Yeet.
Yabrana, you took your mom and dad, Citrine and Otto. Namriel, you've got Barrett and Ricky. You open the
I'm
door.
gonna tell you right now, if you kill my parents, I'm gonna be really sad. Because they are pure comic gold. Just let you know. Moving along.
Yeah, definitely not giving me ideas. Ooh.
Don't do it.
I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
Okay.
You guys
ready to be reborn.
You guys managed to drop down. You have your whole party, including Slingblade. Namriel opened up the door. You guys are now in combat. Namriel, you finished your last turn. And that is where we're going to start again with me and an axe speak. The board is actually mine. Let me get my...
Yes. The board
You've
is
been waiting
yours.
to say that, haven't you?
A little bit.
Worst.
Namriel, the axe speak attacks you twice. Does a 15 and a 16 hit?
Let me pull up my character sheet.
Oh, magic is still inactive. You guys are still in your level 20s. We did not change the magic roll.
Yes.
That would be
we are
mean.
Aware. We have already
Neither of those hit.
Okay, so that was 2 evades.
That was just 2 misses. Completely.
Okay. They miss.
With that armor you decided to give me, my AC is a little bit up there.
All right, the next one, Namriel, you're still the one smack dab in the center of that door. They're going to go hit you with the 2 beak slashing attack of 14 and an 8.
Both miss.
Yabrana, you're up.
Alrighty. What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? Don't mind me. Let's do that thing right there. And let's put it, let's see, 40 feet was a 20-foot, 40-foot radius. I guess I'd have to drop it about there to keep it away from all of my companions.
I put it 2 squares back because every square is 5 feet.
2 squares back. Okay, well, I am incapable of counting the squares at the moment. I don't have my eyeballs on. So let's see. 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot range. The area is obscured and exposed flames in the area are doused. The ground is covered with slick ice. It is now difficult terrain. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a dexterity saving throw on a failed save. This is I have to keep concentration for 1 minute. This is an active spell. It just stays, so I am unable to do anything else but concentrate on this until it's their turn. It says when their turn starts.
Yep. Yabrana, something very interesting happens when you throw out that spell. So what is the damage on that? All fire is doused, correct?
Yeah, this is it douses all fire and it makes it difficult terrain.
Okay.
It says if they don't pass their dexterity throw, they fall prone.
Okay. So the thing in front of you is immediately doused and explodes in a puff of poof. However, it immediately reforms back to perfect health.
Well, I mean, this is an active spell that stays until my concentration is broken or for 1 minute.
So basically, for the next minute, this thing is just going to constantly regenerate.
Okay. All right. It can't attack. Haha.
No, it cannot attack. It is constantly regenerating until the spell is inactive. I've got another one of these guys around here somewhere. The third axe beak is going to do a strength check against you, Namriel.
Wait. It is every creature whose turn starts in my radius has to make a dexterity saving throw, and if they fail, they fall prone.
All right, so let's do the dex save.
And the spell save DC is 15, fucker.
That is a pass.
Piece of shit.
Namriel, this axe beak right here is going to do a strength to strength save. They're going to try to bum rush you and move you back.
So what? I just have to do a strength check.
Yes.
Fuck.
The axe beak rushes past you, knocking you back 10 feet.
Okay. So. Oh, you better pray to God whenever it's my turn. That motherfucker's dead.
Move your token back, please. Thank you. That does take their action. So as their bonus action, they're going to screech. Everybody roll a con save throw, please.
Ew.
Namriel, you're gonna throw. You're gonna roll 3. You're gonna roll for Barrett and Ricky. Yabrana, you're gonna roll 3 for you and your parents. And I'll roll for Slingblade.
Okay.
Is that just off of my character sheet?
Yes.
Okay, so they get my modifier as well. Cool. Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm just gonna claim that 25 con, and then you can assign the 17 and the 8 to the other two.
Okay. So that'd probably be Ricky. Okay. And Yabrana, who gets the 5?
Give it to my dad.
Yabrana's father Otto and Ricky go prone. They will need 1 turn to get back on their feet.
Okay.
All right. So Yabrana, the Sentinel is going to make another dex save, right? Against your spell?
Yeah.
17.
Fuck.
They pass. However, they are unable to do anything while that spell is still active and you're still holding concentration.
Yep.
Namriel, you're up.
Okay. I don't know, they're working with a construct that's made of fire, so I don't think they'd be weak against fire. Hold on, let me look at my sheet. I gotta do some math.
Ew, gross. Math.
Math is awesome.
Math fucking sucks. You and Clint can go talk about math all y'all want.
Alright, so I'm gonna use the 8 sorcery points that I have. And upcast lightning bolt to level 6. And I'm gonna have it go at an angle so it can clip those two, which means I'd have to move before I casted it.
That's if you're moving forward, that's an attack of opportunity move. If you're moving laterally, that's not. What move are you making?
I thought leaving their space was attack of opportunity. I'm going into their space.
Yes. Yes.
I'm walking closer to them and I'm casting lightning bolt.
All right. Let's check that spell description. It says DC 6 spell save of 16.
And I cast it at 6th level. So they have to succeed on a DC 16 or take 32 points of damage. They both failed. That one should take double. It had a crit. Or a fucking complete fail.
Okay, Namriel, how do you want to do that?
The lightning bolt goes just straight through both of these. Wait, which one died?
Both.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. The lightning bolt just shoots straight from my hand and burns a hole straight through both of them as they just drop to the ground.
Done. Namriel, you have a bonus action and movement remaining.
I'm going to use... I'm going to use Action Surge. And cast... Let me look back at my spells. Okay, I'm going to use Action Surge. Sacrifice. Let me see what the conversion rate is. That's casting. 3rd level is 5 sorcery points, so get 5 points back. And I'm gonna walk up to this one and cast.
Namriel, you have to make a dex save.
Oh, fuck.
All right, you pass.
Okay, I'm gonna cast... Oh, never mind. I don't even have to... Okay, I'm gonna cast Fireball at 5th level, point blank on this axe beak with Meta Magic Transmuted Spell, and it's gonna be acid damage. No, lightning.
Okay, DC dexterity of 16 again.
Let me find out. Yeah. Or we both have to pass, or we both take 38 damage.
That is
Nice.
that is fail.
Let me,
That is a pass.
how much damage
Nice.
do I take on a crit? A quarter? Half? We weren't very specific on that.
All right, so
38. Half of that.
on the crit, you take your deduction last. So your deduction is the last of it. So do maximum damage and then do your deduction.
Okay, so yeah, the max damage for that. Okay, so I'd take 17.
Okay, and the axe beak takes What's that, 38?
38.
How do you want to do this?
I just walk up, put my hand against his face, and cast Fireball, and then change it to lightning as he just sizzles to the ground.
Done. You have movement remaining. And a bonus action.
I'm just gonna back away now. Okay, well, the other 3 are dead. Y'all have fun.
Nice.
Yabrana. Oh, Namriel. Ricky gets up from being prone.
Okay. Oh.
60-foot line. Spell save DC 15.
Is that a deck save or a con save? Con save.
Hold on, I gotta reread it. Yeah.
Con.
68 radiant damage for 35.
Okay, do you drop concentration?
For the ice spell, yeah, because I needed to cast this one.
Okay, and that is 35.
Yes.
The radiant damage hits them square in the face. And
Nice.
they're definitely rocked. Yabrana,
Too bad that I only have one level 6 spell. Anyways, you were saying, I'm sorry.
you have movement and a bonus action remaining.
I guess I'm gonna sidle over just a little bit. That's not moving out of their area of attack. I'm gonna check on my dad.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, he does get back to his feet. He seems a little bit more stable as he goes, that was a nice one. It is now the Sentinel's turn. The Sentinel takes their turn. They douse their own flames. They flicker out of existence and come back completely healed again.
Oh, fuck you, buddy.
Interesting.
On their turn back, they go to move inward, so they are going to make that dex save. They have advantage because they are not on the ground. That's a 17. They move inward and begin pounding at the remainder of the barrier because he's too big to get in.
Ah, shit.
That is a
All right,
22. One of the boards goes flying.
So, maybe we have to work in concert here. What if? Whose all turn is it right now?
So
Who's all going in a row?
Mine, Ricky, and Barrett's.
Okay, so how about we try something weird, or you can wait until it's my turn. One of us hit him with fire continuously, and the rest of them wreck him so he can't flicker out of existence. Because if he keeps dousing his own flames, he's just going to keep healing himself.
That's a bullshit tactic. That comes from Ricky.
I'm just spouting options here, fucker.
No, not you, not yours. Not yours.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was like, the fuck? All right.
Is it just a magical construct?
You can't cast the spell magic. We've got a dragon that's cursed.
Who is currently not on your map.
Exactly. We're not
Because
near
I never
the
gave the
dragon.
dragon. Did I give him to somebody?
You mean did I? I had the dragon.
Oh, no.
Handed it off.
Time out. Time out. Because Yabrana did give them back to Czar. So it went...
Okay, gotcha.
It
All right.
went Namriel, Czar, Zar, Yabrana, Namriel, or Yabrana, Zar.
Okay, so Zar has the dragon. Namriel has the bird. I have Nicodemus.
Correct.
Okay. This is too many fucking pets.
I am going to give you guys one chance to roll a history check.
Okay. I haven't used my advantage yet this turn, so.
I have advantage. That's a 16.
Alright. Give me just a second. Let me do mine. Sorry, my laptop, one of the buttons is kind of fucky, so it doesn't respond well when I'm trying to scroll through shit. Bam!
You both remember what Elden Knight said. Please do not use fire.
Oh, that's right. He did. Thank you.
What you guys decide to do with that information is up to you. That's all the hints you're going to get. However, and remember this, I have interactable items on the map. All the maps. You guys keep forgetting that. It might behoove you guys to look around a bit. And now that's it.
I have found nothing interactable. Nothing in this space. What do you mean?
I'm gonna cast poison spray. Like, point blank on the dog.
Technically, he didn't say don't use fire. He said don't let fire touch the roots.
All right, what's the DC save on that, Namriel?
16 con.
They pass.
All right,
So
look.
half of 19 is 10.
As poison spray hits him again, right square in the face, it seems that he takes damage. Numriel, you have your two companions. Would you like them to do anything?
No, but I have an idea. I'm going to withdraw from battle.
Okay, do you withdraw your entire party or just yourself?
Just myself.
Where would you like me to station Barrett and Ricky?
I guess just right where they'd be able to attack it.
Alright, Ricky's long range and Barrett is melee. So Barrett goes in your position.
Alright. I'm just gonna have Ricky attack with his bow, I guess, and then Barrett attack with whatever he can. And now that I am out, I am going to run and check around, because I did notice something. Is it safe for me to be moving?
Hold on just a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Ricky takes out his handgun and loads his dual shot. The first one goes wild, the second one hits dead on for 39 damage.
Oh.
Barrett comes up to it with a very nice light broadsword and gives him a good swing and a miss. Unfortunately, it does not connect. He follows up with Action Surge. That next one does hit, and the damage is 23, causing Barrett's slash to go up and into the bottom of the creature's jaw, which causes it to fizzle out, disappear, and come back completely re-healed. Now, Muriel, I'm not going to remove you from combat. You are removed from combat, but I'm not going to remove your turns. That way we know that that's for Barrett and Ricky. No kidding.
Alright. So, am I good to start moving? Because I got a long way to trek before I get to where I'm going.
You are, but you cannot leave the map.
I'm not leaving the map.
Yabrana, your turn.
Yo.
If I get to a point you see and you tell me to, or I need to stop, just tell me, alright?
You anywhere behind us, you should be perfectly fine.
Well,
I doubt this will work, but let's see, where is it?
I am going the path we didn't go down.
Numriel, come back to in between the two big roots right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, not that one. I'm looking for my specific.
And then you just do that on whenever it circles back to mine on initiative.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, maybe this will work. I only have one spell slot left. 5. I have jewels, so that'll work. How long does it take? Fuck! No, I can't cast that. That takes too long. That takes way too long. I'll be dead before that fucking kicks off. What was I looking for? It was a thing. Can't use that one. It requires open air. I already used that one, so I don't have spell slots for that.
Define open air, because there is a hole that you guys fell through. You can't see sky.
From where we're at?
No, if you have to be directly over open air, then no.
No, it has to be directly over, centered on a point you can see where a storm cloud could appear, so that won't work. It can't. What about this one?
I mean, I could create a hole in the fucking thing, and yeah, technically.
Okay, so let's try this one. Let's entangle him. It says, grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from the point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or is restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. The creature restrained can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plant folds away, and that lasts for up to a minute.
Gotcha. So that's a strength to DC of
15.
15. Gotcha. All right, that is your action. You got a bonus action and movement remaining, not to mention you have your parents.
So I'm holding concentration. So if he's entangled, I just want to see if both of them can wallop the shit out of him while he is entangled.
Okay. Who would you like to go first?
How about they do it both at the same time?
Your mom smiles at you and goes, "Dear one, watch and learn." Your parents move to your right side. Your mother gets in a position and grabs Barrett by the back of his scruff, not that way, and uses one of her actions to move him gently out of the way.
Yeet.
They use the remaining movement to move forward. Your father, in the back, opens up his spell book and stands to his entirety of his 3.9 feet, 3 feet 9 inches tall, and begins to chant. Your mom takes out her double-bladed axe that is, again, almost twice as big as she is, and she hefts it to her shoulder. And she begins a barrage.
Nice. Her aim shit, though. I guess she's a little rusty.
I'm getting to your dad's spell. Make sure this is the one I want to use. That'll work. As your mother is wailing on the creature, all but one of her attacks miss. The one that does connect hits them solidly in the chest as your father performs a conjuration.
Oh.
As your father conjures a black dragon wormling.
Aw.
This is a summon.
Is it our black dragon wormling?
No, this one is a
Okay,
summon.
good.
It is not an actual. It's not an actual dragon. It's a seemling of a dragon.
Okay.
As they fire off multi attacks. As the black dragon spits acid, he hits with all but 2 of his attacks. Your mother, evidently knowing what is on its way, ducks and wrenches her axe out of the monster as the wormling spits off acid attack after acid attack, dissolving the creature where it stands. However, as soon as the flames flicker out, they reform back to full health. Yabrana, you have movement remaining.
I'm good where I'm at. Let Barrett stand in front of me and protect me from incoming attacks.
The Sentinel makes his strength check to try to break out of the binding. They do. They use their bonus action to try to break down the wall. Unfortunately, they swing and they miss.
I'm glad we stayed behind the wall instead of rushing in.
Namriel, in your travels, you see a skull that is littered on the ground. You also notice that there is a silver necklace next to it and a book.
With gloves on, I'm going to pick up the necklace and examine it.
All right. So what does the necklace tell you when you pick it up? What does it say?
What? You have me confused. Hold on.
So hover over the necklace, and what does it say?
Oh, poisoned necklace.
Okay. The second you touch the necklace, you can give me an Arcana check.
That is a nat 20. Okay.
Numbriel, the necklace that you have is a necklace of potent poisoning. If you can get it on or near or on physically on a being or a thing, it will completely poison it. There is no saves against it. It is an automatic thing.
Hey, can question that's not in game, but could you potentially use the dimension door to yeet it inside of its body?
Let me hold on, because now you
Just
got
wondering.
me curious.
I'm just wondering. It's a practical application question.
You'd have to make a hole first or use one that's already readily available.
Nope.
I mean, there's a few.
I can imagine what the inside of its chest cavity looks like. I can put it inside of its chest. It says a place I can visualize.
Do you have enough monster knowledge to be able to visualize its innards?
I can pray to God I roll a really good history check.
He does have the monster compendium as well. He does have advantage on monster roll for history checks.
That's true.
That's what you get for spending time in the library. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I'm a sorcerer. I'm supposed to be a nerd. Leave me alone.
Nerd.
Nerd.
That's a nat 20.
Nerd.
Do you call that a pass?
That is absolutely past. You know that's an Ajar Sentinel. You know that that is a Denzian. Oh, let me get my screen up here.
That would be a denizen.
Yeah, fuck you. It's a medium elemental. It's lawfully neutral. It is absolutely immune to fire and normally poison damage.
No, when it's inside it.
Normally. I'm gonna open a very small dimension door in my hand, visualizing that one's like chest cavity, and I'm just gonna grab the necklace and push it through the dimension door and drop it.
You do so.
I'm not making an attack.
And you're within range?
It's 500 feet. I doubt that I'm 500 feet away.
All right. Describe this for me.
All I do is just recall back to where I've seen this monster before, as I just open a dimension door and just drop the potent poisoned necklace through it before it just closes up and nothing else can get through.
You're close enough to actually see that. And the visuals are stomach churning. from what you can see through the broken door and through the broken slat that it's already broken through, your vines have withered away to almost nothing as you just see what appears to be a 6-inch by 6-inch door just open up. As it opens with a sickening slurching sound as the chest wall is pulled away, as you can see a flicker of something vanish inside before the door closes again with a slurping sound that's just stomach curling as the creature just begins to writhe. Everybody make a con save.
What about me? I don't see this.
You're not close enough, but everybody that's within range. So I'll make Yabrana. You're rolling 3 times, and I'll roll for everybody else.
I'll roll my 2 guys.
Wicked, who gets the 8?
I'll take the 8 because I said I would take the first one.
Oh,
Second one's Dad. Third one's Mom.
All right, Namriella, who takes the 8 on your team?
Ricky.
Yabrana and Ricky, you both start throwing up.
Sorry. What?
Ricky goes, that's the fucking grossest thing I've ever seen. Singblade is over there laughing his ass off. You know, you guys could put me in coach anytime now.
Somebody do something.
I shout through the cave, Singblade, fucking do something. Just trying to be funny.
Do you guys remember what class Singblade is?
Isn't he a
Fire,
warrior?
isn't he?
Singblade disappears from sight.
Oh, he's an assassin.
Oh.
The next time you see him, he is behind the glowing thing as he takes out a very peculiar dagger. This dagger is black. Solid black. With a line of crimson and black running down the center, as if there's molten liquid on the inside. As you can all hear a voice go, "Fuck yeah, baby!" As Singblade goes in and does a stealth attack and completely fails it.
Well, I mean, technically you have it flanked, so you'd have to roll another, and you'd have advantage.
Does that work on stealth rolls, though? It's what he'll okay. Well, I rolled a D100 instead of a D20. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, so the first one is a definite fail. The second one is a crit. Yeah, no, Stingblade gets him right in. However, it is taking damage, but it's only taking half the damage from that. So that'll be 9.
Okay, am I free to keep moving?
Yes.
Just gonna keep trucking along.
Namriel, come back just a hair bit.
There? Or a
Yeah.
little bit more?
Just a little bit more. Namriel, you see that there is something strange that's floating over the river. It looks like it's a bloodhawk. Possibly, but this bloodhawk is a little bit different. Instead of the blood red feathers that you would absolutely expect, these feathers are on fire.
Oh no. Douse them.
Chromatic orb, cold element. That one right there. That should definitely take out the fire.
Alright, the spell DC on that one is... 3d8, spell damage. Spell save DC is 16.
But it doesn't say for what. I don't think it has a save, because typically it says that in the description.
It does, that down at the bottom. Spell save DC 16, so we're just going to use dexterity because it's a flying.
Let me actually attack with it. Oh.
That's a 20. So that is only half damage. Number
should have put the...
Numriel, how do you want to do that?
I'm walking down this random pathway, and I just see something with its wings on fire, so I just drop a ball of ice on it.
As you do so, the bird gives a horrible squawk and blinks out of existence. Yabrana, you hear a squawk and you notice the flames around the monster that you guys are fighting go dimmer.
Oh, fuck you, buddy.
Keep doing that.
Well, if his flames go out, he'll heal himself. Let me wallop him with my hand axe. I bet that didn't hit at all.
That did not hit. You got your mom and your dad. Your dad, however, due to his throwing up, has lost concentration on the black wormling as it dissipates.
That's all right. Have at him again.
Your mom does another frenzy. And one of them hit for a solid 14 damage. Your dad's recovering. Your dad's recovering. He's still blurging. He cast a what is it? Healing hands? I think that's what he's got. All right, he uses a healing word on himself.
Good.
All right, it is the Sentinel's turn. Again, they use a strength check to remove the last barrier. It succeeds. Yabrana, he's going to try to hit your parents with a burning hammer.
Oh, what a dick.
An 8 does not hit your mother. An 8 does not hit your father. He
Nice.
goes to swing his hammer, and your mom and dad both fucking like they do like the hero duck, you know, where they have their legs out and their arms outstretched, and they're doing it in perfect unison.
Nice. That's what happens when you live together for almost 200 years, I guess.
Namriel, your turn, sir. What was that roll for? You did a stealth in your heavy armor.
Pass. No, it's just giving me disadvantage because of the heavy armor. I was just trying to make sure those birds didn't see me, and I think it might have worked. Given where I'm at now.
All right. It did work. You sneaked past the birds.
Ooh,
They didn't do
poison.
anything. You do find another set of skull and another item. Pick it up and do an Arcana check.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh yeah, it's
18. Or
Yep.
18, excuse me.
it's another absolutely unavoidable poisoned item.
Nice.
I'm gonna fish that amulet back out, by the way. I hope you know. Okay, so would my previous role about its structure still pertain? Because I got something else I want to do.
Okay.
I need a yes or a no.
I can't tell you that until you tell me what you're planning to do.
Still less than 500 feet away. So
Yes, you are.
Good. I'm gonna open a dimension door to its stomach and pour the liquid into it.
There is no liquid in the cup. It is empty.
It's a magically poisoned cup.
Yeah, the cup itself would be poisoned, but there's nothing to pour out from it. You'd have to put the cup in it. Like, drop the whole cup.
Done.
Yabrana, it is not a good day for all of you as you hear the squelching sound as another dimension door opens up in the chest. Please roll Constitution saving throws for your people. Now, Muriel, your guys too.
I'll roll them for mine. I'll roll them for mine. Let me get rid of my spell slots for this. Okay, there's my second spell slot taken off for Dimension Door.
Did mine not pop?
No, I don't see yours. Oh, there
there
they
we
go.
go.
All right, who gets the 5 and who gets the 9?
It goes me, Dad, Mom.
Your
16 and 17.
your dad and your mom in chorus at the opening of the slurping sound absolutely fucking lose their lunches again. Again. Barrett and Ricky are perfectly fine this time. You can hear, oh god, that's so fucking gross, coming from Single Age somewhere behind the monster as you can hear sounds of retching.
Ugh.
Okay, well, now it has 2 very magically poisonous items inside it.
Yabrana, your turn.
Well, I'm pretty much out of spells. So, does that hit?
You have advantage, that does hit.
Sweet.
What's the damage?
7.
Done. Your parents are incapacitated this round because they are still throwing up. You could hear Singblade going at it from the other side. His next attack, unfortunately, skids right off. It is the Sentinel's turn again. He is going directly for your parents again. This time he connects squarely. Your mom takes 13 damage. Your father only takes 7.
Damn.
And it uses its bonus action to try to rip away the last remaining shred of door, and he succeeds. There is now no barrier between you guys and the Sentinel.
Nice.
Now, Muriel, your turn. Nightmare? Did we lose the boy?
Yep.
Yep, we lost the boy. Okay.
He'll come back.
Hello.
There's the boy.
Okay, so my earbuds are just being stupid.
Welcome back. It's your turn.
I heard. I'm gonna have Ricky and Barrett attack.
All right, Barrett moves around your folks. And he again attacks with this broadsword. Unfortunately, that's a miss. Ricky fires both of his shots from his gun, and one absolutely hits for a total of 61 damage. The monster extinguishes as the buckshot hits it dead center mass. This time, when it comes back, it's different. It didn't heal all the way. You would probably about a third of his
What
hit
an
points
asshole.
did not
I know
come
what I have
back.
to do. I know what I have to do. I am going to full on sprint. And as I am running, I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast another chromatic orb with a cold element focused on that one.
All right, hold on a second. I didn't see your ping. So sorry.
That's alright,
Okay.
I'm on the other.
Go ahead.
I cast. That's a 23 to hit, by the way.
All right, and then it's did we say we were going to do a dex because they're a flying animal? That is a fail. How do you want to do that?
I'm just like shooting a ball of cold, just very cold water directly at it.
The flames on the Bloodhawk extinguish as they give out another squawk as they tumble down into the river and perish.
Okay, and then I'm going to throw one more using my hasted turn. I'm gonna throw one more using my hasted turn directly at him. 15 to hit.
Okay, that is a fail on that
Fail.
one as well. How do you
8
want to?
damage, 9 cold. Same thing, just a ball of really cold water
right.
directly at him.
This one squawks and falls into the river. Yabrana, as you're hearing these squawks, you notice that the flames on the Sentinel are absolutely draining. He is barely glowing now.
Okay, how far away is that? So the bird's not dead?
All 3 of them are.
Okay, they are dead. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna holler because he still has people under his command and tell him to make sure that they get out of the way. This has a 20-foot radius.
If possible, I have them step back at least very slightly.
You guys are gonna need.
5 foot. Oh, ow. I know that's gonna hurt.
Yep. Spell save is 14, and it's dexterity.
That will cause an attack of opportunity on Barrett and your parents. Are you guys okay with that?
I mean, yeah, I don't want my
It's a
spell to kill him.
sacrifice.
All right, so I'm going to move them both back 5 feet. Mom, Dad, Barrett. Mom misses. Dad hits. Barrett misses. Yabrana, your dad gets hit squarely, but he only takes 3 points of damage. So, I mean,
Nice.
he gets rocked backwards, but he goes back and he goes, tis but a flesh wound. Okay, so tell us that spell, Yabrana, because I don't think we've used it before.
Okay, so this one, it's Ice Storm. It is 20 feet, 40 feet tall, 20-foot 20-foot radius. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. Hailstones turn the storm area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
That is an absolute fail at a 2.
Nice.
What's the damage on that?
It's 4 bludgeoning damage and 13 cold damage.
A total of that's 17. Yabrana, your hailstorm rocks that guy. He's definitely losing health. Also, as you notice, he also takes he staggers, and as he staggers, you can see a plume of green smoke escaping from his nostrils and his mouth.
Sweet. I'm gonna tell my parents to rock him again.
Your dad takes out his spell book, and he casts another healing word on himself. That'll bring your dad back to full health. Your mom steps forward and delivers another frenzy of blows, all of which miss, and one goes wide.
Damn.
And embeds her axe in the floor. It will take her a turn to get her axe removed.
He needs to brush up.
Sing Blade takes that moment to attack again. That's absolutely a solid hit as he rocks them from behind, causing an immediate amount of damage. The Sentinel turns around and he's going to target Sing Blade, all of which fail.
Damn.
Numriel, it's your turn.
Singblade, or not Singblade, Barrett and Ricky attack, and then I am going to use my wings and fly close. And cast... Do I even have any more spell slots for that? Oh, I've got 1/5 level. Do I do it?
Gape. Yeah. Okay, so Barrett's attack misses with his broadsword. Ricky's attacks go off, however, the gun misfires. DC 16 on that save.
By the way, that is 38 cold damage. Transmuted spell.
Okay, they actually dodge that.
The golem?
Yeah, that's a crit success.
It has advantage on dex saves?
When it's below 50 HP it does, or 50 or below. I don't think I was supposed to say that out loud.
You were not.
I still have my hasted turn.
The Sentinel senses the spell coming and moves out of the way as it misses them completely.
I'm gonna walk up and play into it a little bit. We have it flanked. That's a 20 to hit.
That hits. What's the damage?
If 13 slashing.
They take it at half damage.
I don't know why it rolled twice.
It is rocking, but it is still on its feet. Namriel, you still have some movement remaining, but you use most of it to get over here.
Yup. I'm just gonna sit here.
Yabrana, you're up.
Sorry, guys.
Do it. We need it done.
Let me see what level I can upcast this to. Do I have any level 4 slots left? No, but I have level 3s. All right. All right. So, Thunderwave. Haha. It's a 15-foot
creature-
cube. It might not hit anybody if I put it right there.
No.
5, 10, 15. You guys are all clear, it looks like.
It's centered on yourself.
Oh.
Is it centered on myself? Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so your parents need to make a con save. Make a con save for them.
Sorry, guys.
At least your con multiplier is added.
Sorry. I hope I don't kill my parents.
I highly doubt you could. No.
Those are all saved, so they only take half damage. Brana, what's your damage on that?
The damage was. Sorry, I gotta fucking arrow back up. Let's see. 11. Because 6 for the higher cast and 5 for the standard.
How do you want to do this?
I want to sizzle that motherfucker. He's on fire, but in a different way. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Enjoy. Feel electrifying feeling.
Brana, the creature in front of you begins to shrink. As it shrinks, you can hear a clink, clink, clink as the items that Numriel put in them fall to the ground as they dissipate. You guys are now out of combat. Congratulations. And
fucking sweet.
Level up.
Yes!
That was pretty hard. I have some really unhinged thoughts when I've been drinking.
Sure.
About putting it inside of the monster. Just like, yeah, just eat that shit inside of its body so it can't get rid of it.
I did it, and they're on the ground, so I'm gonna pick those up while my hands are still gloved and put them somewhere safe inside my bag.
You have your personal bag of holding, and I don't think you're close to being maxed out. That's perfectly fine. I do suggest you wrap them in something, though.
I'll tear a piece of cloth and magic up a little bag using change shape and just put them in there. That good?
Sounds good.
Okay. That is a necklace that does poison damage that cannot be avoided. You know how big an enchantment like that is, especially if we end up having to torture people.
Barrett goes, how often are we going to be torturing people?
Ah, don't worry about that.
You guys have 3 corpses and an area to explore.
Speaking of which, after I have those, I'm going to go into my young dragon form and take off flying back to this chest that I didn't grab.
Perfectly fine. But you guys do your level up stuff first. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to rush.
Working on my level up stuff.
Already did mine. I'm gonna investigate the body that's closest to me.
Okay, Yabrana, you go to investigate the body. It is of a axe beak. You know that the feathers can be very, very lucrative if you harvest them correctly.
Do I know how to harvest them correctly?
History check.
Okay, hold on. My parents also know how to harvest them correctly.
Yeah, they are Arctic, grassland, and hill creatures. So you definitely would have been around them. You know, they operate in small flocks. fighting bird-like creatures. Yeah, no, absolutely, you would know how to do that.
All right, I'm gonna have me and my parents try and harvest as many feathers as possible from these fucks.
Okay, I want you to roll me a D100 for all three of your people.
Hold on, I gotta check something before I do that.
Oh, one of us is real good at it.
So who do you want the rolls to go to?
Well, thing is, I have the no, it's the same. Me, mom, me, dad, mom.
Okay, so you and your dad, you're sitting there, and you know he's giving you pointers as your mom goes fucking ham bone, while you're sitting over there and you guys are sorting out feathers and trying to pick the most pristine ones you can find. Your mom lays about with her axe like it's fucking dinner time. Not only does she expertly butcher the bird to the point where they are chef ready, she also harvests not only 97 feathers, but she also gets out their gallstone, which is worth its weight in platinum.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
shit.
She pockets it.
Oh, it's fine.
And she hands you the feathers. Go, here you go, darling.
I've done my level up.
All right, Namriel, you are going to go and check out that chest, correct?
Yes.
All right, move your token to there, please, because you're going to have a little bit of a time trying to get that chest out. And you're flying, right?
I am flying.
Namriel, as you
While y'all do that, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna be a few minutes.
Namriel, as you hover over the chest, you notice that it is stuck in the very apex of where all of this water is draining from. It looks like it is anchored pretty well to some kind of stone with a chain. And that's all you can tell from your hovering distance. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go down and take a very close look at the chain.
Okay. You just transformed for the first time to a dragon not too long ago. So we're going to say that you have the basics of flight down, but advanced avionics is a little bit beyond you. I want you to make me a dex save to see how well you manage.
My dex ain't that good. Oh!
I guess your wings are not going to fail you today. You get down to hovering height, and you can see that there is an intricate lock on this chest. There's a not so intricate lock around the chain around the chest, anchoring it to the rock.
Let me do my little magic-y bullshit. Okay, so I don't have any of those left. I'm going to... It doesn't give me the option to, but I am casting that at second level to freeze the water. So I'm using cold, trying to freeze the water.
You freeze the top layer. It's extremely thin, but it will be frozen for about a minute.
Okay, I'm going to stand on the chest and reach over to de-transform, go back human, and I'm going to try and pick the lock that is anchoring the chest in.
Okay, that's a DC clear of 10. So go ahead and get out your tools.
Thieves' tools, dex.
Oh, child's play. Absolute child's play. You unlock the shackle from around the chest. The chest is now floating freely. The water is frozen. You've got about another 30 seconds before the rushing of the water breaks.
Go back dragon, I grab the chest, and I float it back up.
A chest is not a medium-sized object. Your strength is more than adequate. You take the chest and you fly it. Where would you like it to go?
I'm flying it back. We're gonna open this together.
All right.
Here, let me drag this and undo that. Oh, come on. Stop. I'm doing a thing. Hey guys, look what I found.
That looks like treasure. That comes from Ricky. That.
Drop the chest directly from like 10 feet in the air.
That looks like treasure. Ricky starts going over it. Huh. Yes. Yes, I feel good about this one. I feel real good about this one. Let's see. Yes, that's a Model 6 series. I know this lock. I know this lock very well. Hey, pass me your tools.
Here, I hand them my tools.
Alright, Ricky takes the bag. He takes all the tools out of it and takes the bag. He wraps the bag around the lock and scuttles around looking for a rock. Haha, this'll work. No, too brittle. Oh, wait a minute, there's a bone. Let's go get that
Here,
bone.
let me just do this.
Get it? You stop. You let the master work.
You said you needed a rock that's not brittle?
Yes.
I cast creation.
Oh, that'll work. See, you are useful for something, you golden dickus. Hand. Give.
Here. It should take a minute. I mean, it's a rock that's, like, strong. So I'd say it takes about a minute.
Ricky
Sorry about that.
takes the bag from around your thieves' tools and loops it around and under the lock. Kind of like making like almost like a sling around it. As he takes it and he pulls it taut and he puts his knee on top of it, his left knee. Then he takes his right hand and he taps 3 times and the lock breaks. See? I told you.
What did you do? What did you do?
It's a 6 series. Like, if you try to pick it, it would take for fucking ever. It's almost unfucking breakable unless you know the trick. The trick is the fucking flange is fucking shit. They made a fantastic lock. The flange is shit. The flange is absolute shit.
You're telling me I could have just frozen it?
No. Nope. You gotta apply pressure one way and smack it another way.
That makes sense.
So, Series 6
are kind of shitty.
Well, I mean, back in the day, it was great, but you know, people, you learn these things. You just learn these things. He actually takes the lock and slides it into his pocket. He hands you the rock and the leather wrap from around the thieves' tools back to you.
Thank you. Let me look at that whenever we get settled. I want to be able to remember that lock. I'm gonna open the chest up.
All right. Investigation.
All right. And I am like fully out of spell slots now. That's a 24. That is almost a nat 20.
Numriel, the first thing that you notice when you open up this chest is that the contents inside have been preserved. There is a waterproof, magic-proof, everything-proof kind of cloth that's on the outside of it. This cloth itself is extremely valuable. It's gray, it's slick. Even then, there's no sign of moisture, even though the chest was in water and running water for God knows how long. The wood that you could touch is absolutely water soaked. Anything that was covered up in this cloth, you can almost be entirely sure that it's not been touched. As you peel back,
give me a second, let me add that. So it is what? Waterproof.
it would, yes, water spell proof fabric.
water/spell-proof fabric. Thank you.
There's almost 6 yards of it, so it's actually a really good bit. It's a good bit of fabric. To give you an example, 6 yards would be enough to do a full female outfit. Skirt, bodice, cloak, gloves, stockings, like the whole 9 yards. Which is actually 6 yards. Numriel, as you take the cloth and you fold it back, or do you just kind of like rip it out? What do you do?
Say again?
Do you unfold the cloth? Do you just yank it out of the box?
I unfold it, because that can actually be worth a lot.
Numriel, as you undo the first layer, you find on the very first layer that's separated out by thin wood planks, you see a little rubber ducky.
I got a duck!
Stingblade asks, "Hey, can I see that?"
Here. I say as I extend my hands to him.
He said, "Do you know Old Tortalian?"
I'm not sure.
Yabrana, do you know old Tortalian?
No, I don't think...
No, I don't.
Well, wait, is there something written on the duck?
Wouldn't Stingblade know it though, since supposedly he's old as fuck?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I do. I was wanting to know if anybody else knew it.
Why? So you can figure out if you can lie while you read it out loud?
Perception check.
I'm gonna roll that, too.
He's totally fucking with you. He said, yeah. He grins, he flips it over, and he says, "This is a very special duck. If you look at the bottom, it says co-captain. And
we did not.
Yay!
We did not.
Not only supposed to know about that, but we're breaking the game for a minute. I'm excited.
Oh my god. We actually just... That's one of the things I could not forget about last session. Is the
what
ship.
What is the name of the ship?
Intex.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. At 9 o'clock, I'm getting in the bathtub. I'm drunk and I want to soak my feet.
No worries. Numriel, he hands you back the rubber ducky. He says, "Keep a hold of that. That may come in handy one day."
Absolutely. I like it just because it's a duck. What else do I find in the chest?
You remove the other layers of planks, and you see a bundle of cloth. It's very plain. It's very drab, and pinned to the front of it is it's a bow. It's not attached to the dress, other than that it's got a pin, just a regular old cloth pin or a hat pin that puts the bow on the front, and the bow is of the old Tortalian night colors.
You said it's a dress?
Yeah, it appears to be a plain drab dress.
Yeah, that'll work.
Numriel, there's one final layer.
I'm going to move the thin piece of plank and look at it.
Namriel, below that, you see a dress suit. It is dark blue and black with silver accents down one side and black accents down the other. It includes the dress shoes, the cloak, and the suit. It is one of the most exquisite things you've ever seen in your life.
I put my hand on it and use change shape to immediately equip it.
And you're back in your human form or your dragon form, because it'll take two different shapes.
I'm back in my human form. The second I dropped the chest, I dropped form too.
Namriel, the suit fits you like a second set of skin. It is precisely tailored as you go from looking like a drab human, because you're in your human form and not your dragonborn form, correct?
Yeah. I'm human right now.
You go from just a drab human to almost a princely aura. The suit is immaculate. It makes you feel like $1,000,000.
Nice.
Awesome.
Is there another cool suit in that box?
No, there was a dress that had the colors, or has a bow with old Tortalian colors on it, though.
I'll give it a shot.
Here, I say as I throw it over to her.
Nice.
Yabrona, the dress as it is, as you can see it, it's a drab thing. It's made out of like the most commonest of all cotton, and it looks like a sack. It has no shape, no definition, except for the bow of old Tortalian night colors, which is the blue and the silver.
Everybody turn around.
Everybody turns around but your mom. Baby,
That's fine.
I don't know how in the world you're going to make that look good. It is ugly as sin.
I'm going to get undressed and I'm going to put it on.
What are you thinking about when you put it on?
I'm thinking that if his suit is exquisite, that this dress is going to be maybe not even a dress. It might be another exquisite suit, or it might be a beautiful flowy dress. Either one I'm fine with. I would prefer pants, though. Yeah.
Yabrona, the second that you put on the dress and you think those thoughts, the dress molds to your skin. You become enveloped in a matching pantsuit that matches Namriel's. Yes. However, your accent colors, where his are silver and black, yours are green and red.
Yes.
You also notice that Nicodemus's cloak shifts colors to match.
Aww, so cute.
Not breaking character. I just found our old suits, didn't I? Like, they're just completely out of character here.
The wedding outfits.
Uh-huh.
Yabrona, both of you do a history check.
Do I have advantage?
Namriel, you always have advantage. Not that it's going to matter with that roll.
Fucking matters.
Yabrona, you've heard tales, old fairy tales, almost as old as the damn shit you were looking up to see whether or not Mariar was a figment of your imagination or not, about a dress called Air de Nu. That shifts its form based on the patterns and the wishes of the wearer.
Nice.
You both look. You guys give me another perception check.
Okay.
Singblade is
22, man.
Singblade is crying.
Aw.
Something wrong, Singblade?
He sniffs and he takes his claws and he wipes away the tears and he goes, just remembering old friends. And I miss them.
Aw, that's sad.
I can't say that, but I'm a great character.
It is, but they're
give him a hug.
Oh, absolutely, they accept it, and they wrap you up, and not only do they wrap you up, they also pick you up.
I think they'd have to in order for it to be a proper hug, or it would look like I'm trying to molest him.
Nicodemus also scurries up and pats the side of his cheek, going, they're there. Is he looks down and he goes, you look nothing. Like maybe that guy may look something like, but you don't look anything like my other friend. But there's something. I think your spirits might match. I hope you get to meet him. One of the most outlandish, bardacious people you'll ever meet in your entire lives. She took audacity to the next level while also being so down to earth. She's still floating around here. I see her every 75 years or so, but she's late. She's late for a visit. You'll know her. You'll know her when you meet her, I think.
You said
Are-
I resembled.
Well, I mean, not in your current form, but I notice your friends call you a golden asshole, and that fits more than I could say. Is there something? There's something about the two of you that remind me of old friends, and I think that more than anything might have been the reason why we stayed our hands before. But this, looking at you both now, the resemblance is uncanny and sorely missed.
Is that everything from the box?
I'm going to check the bottom of the chest for any hidden areas.
Namriel, you lift everything out of the chest, and then you notice that there is a note scrawled in Infernal on the bottom of the chest.
What does it read? Because I can speak Infernal.
You can speak Infernal, however, the package did not protect the wood on the inside. That is waterlogged. It will need to be mended before you can read it.
Well, time to start mending. I cast mending.
You cast mending. The water damage from the chest disappears. The writing reappears just as if it was written a moment ago. It looks like it had been scratched in with a claw. And in the bottom it says, to our successors, with a little heart, A and N.
Okay. Singblade, does this mean anything to you? If you can read it? Yeah, you're old as shit. You probably can.
I know most languages. Yeah. That would be Aria and Nightmare. My friends I were telling you about. I didn't know they hid it. Well, yes, but not in his current form. But yes and no. He got a little squirrely after the whole progenitor thing. But still there, just a little odd, but still there. Maybe. Like I said, it's been a bit with him. I haven't had no hair of him in the last 400 years or so, maybe more.
I think he's asleep. I haven't heard shit from him besides when I had to use his power once. Yeah, that's a complicated story.
It's a complicated situation, and also I may have somebody you may need to go see.
Alright, well, let's get a move on. After all that magic, I need a nap.
Well, that we can help you with. Yabrana, as everything's going on, your dad is using healing hands on just everybody. It does not cure your fatigue, but it does help you guys out a little bit with grabbing all the stuff. Don't need to take the stuff. Do you guys want to explore any more in here, or are you guys ready to go to the next map?
I need a
I think I found everything. Although, I'm taking the poison cup and poison necklace. Let me add that to my sheet.
Alright, I've got to pull from somewhere else and get everybody copied over. So this is going to take me a hot minute, and we'll do the description of the next room, and then we're going to call it a night because Wicked's got to go take a bath.
Yep.
Alright, that should be everybody. Alright, and again, we're going to go ahead and transfer you guys over, and let me get the room description out.
Sweet.
You guys open the doors and go up a very
Giant
long,
fucking spider.
complicated set of stairs as you finally come out to a waterway. There are rainbow koi all over the place. It is like a haven. They see your shadow and begin jumping up at the surface of the water trying to get treats. The room is illuminated with this beautiful blue glow coming from the fountains in the center. There is the smell of rich growing things, and it smells like you guys walked into the world's most clean, pristine greenhouse. The smells here are amazing. As you come to, though, you notice that there is a giant gemmed spider sitting dead center in front of a golden glowing tree.
Wow, that thing looks cool.
Oh,
It's
big
me,
ass spider.
Rosaline. Hello. And-
Oh, you're pretty.
And that's where we have to stop for the night. All right. Thoughts, comments, criticisms, concerns, complaints about tonight's session?
None. I had fun.
I enjoyed it.
So when did you guys figure out the plot to the fight?
When you made the comment that it had to be on it.
Okay.
That was it for me.
Nabriel left a perfectly good book on the ground. I didn't even bother to read it.
Of course you didn't fucking read a book.
I had a handout and everything ready to go, and he just walked right by it. I'm like, okay. That fight was not supposed to take that long, but okay. I was sitting there and I'm watching an hour into the fucking battle. I'm like, okay. DM hint time.
Just if I saw a book, I'd have fucking read it.
And I was all like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
So, is her entire thorax a giant gem?
Yeah, that's Rosaline.
Giant pink quartz?
Yep.
She's cute.
Yep, she's got gold, and then she's got the quartz and the diamonds along her upper thorax and down her legs, and her main abdomen is a big, huge pink. It may be a diamond, it may be a pinkish garnet. You're not sure. Might be pink sapphire. You don't know.
I don't know either. I want to touch it.
And her eyes are like jet black, like onyx
look,
black.
I might hate spiders, but if I saw a spider that looked like that, I think I would want to touch it. In reality, I don't think I'd be able to not.
Namriel, how'd you like it?
I enjoyed it.
Good.
And the hint you gave us was the hint you gave us kind of gave it all away.
No.
I think it would have been kind of hard to get the necklace on the guy.
Well, if it wasn't for your crazy idea,
I just
I
watched a
wouldn't
lot
have
of
looked into the
unhinged.
spell.
I've watched a lot of unhinged D&D shit on TikTok. Okay, like where they do the absolute most.
Look,
And
yeah,
it's fabulous.
yeah.
There's this one. I can't remember the name of the group, and I'm sorry because they're absolutely fabulous, and they're all animals, and the one guy was like, Alexander Hamiltoad because he was the toad. Why are there so many perverts in your mansion? And and it's unhinged. You should look it up. You should look it up.
I am.
I'm scared too.
You had me at Alexander Hamilton. Okay.
I'm just telling you, it's fucking funny as shit.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Trying to link my character sheet to the token.
I'm just gonna say. I probably have it saved in my TikTok because it's fucking hilarious. If I find it, I'll bring it in there before I go get in the bathtub.
All right. Well, I've got to get off of here because I got to get in there before you do, so I can go pee. Everybody, I know that we've all got. I think Nightmare has some. I think he works the next 8 days straight. So we will talk later on this week about more times on my channel. You guys can come back on Tuesday afternoon. We're gonna have some more RimWorld. We got the flight pad up. Oh, I'm so excited. And on that note, we're gonna see you next time. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. See you.